things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Png Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The give on the inside. There he goes. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll leave it with him. Oh, knock it free. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Snagged out in the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Oh, he's got some speed. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Iowa! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Uncorks it. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Kennick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Poe. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw was really going to help.
Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback, being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Oh, better look out! All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Carr. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's McMillan. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. It's going to catch you, big fella.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on fourth down. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those lines going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. He'll pitch it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. It's on target and complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Reads it, fires complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Washington. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is very interesting, because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater. Oh, he's got some space. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
Running with the fullback. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. Guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Got his man on the outside. Smashes through the tackle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
At the 30-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Sticks it in his belly. Runs through the tackle. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Lawson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibbs. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Just an aerial assault, precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayes. He's got enough. It'll be
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Rushes on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Guys, big-time animosity between Arkansas and Texas A&M, and that's playing out again today. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W. And a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the big fullback. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 45. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the run, it's Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. In the red area, it's Washington. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's a heat. Fires on the move. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McMillan. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack, though.
2nd down now after the sack. Looking to fire. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because it gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Iowa.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
Kick is in the air. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.